Right. Hi. Um, I'm Hannah. I just was going to make a video earlier, but using my nice Canon camera, but um, it ran out of battery, and I don't have a tripod, so I was balancing it on books, and it was awkward, and it was too many takes for me, for my sanity. So to protect my sanity, I'm going to do it on the webcam, just to say hi. I'm going to talk a little bit about what things that some of my friends have asked me. Nikki and Mimi have asked me. By the way, if you're not following Nikki and Mimi, go and do it now. Nikki is practicallyantique.tumblr.com and Mimi is Orpheus with two R's.tumblr.com. And you should go and follow them because they're really cool. They asked me to talk a little bit about Secret History, which is the book, and it's the best book. Well, it's my favourite book. So probably wondering why I've got all these tabs in it. It's because we're doing a roleplay for it, which is beautyisterror-rpg.tumblr.com. And if you like the book, or if you enjoy writing or reading other people's writing, then you should definitely go and check it out because the writing that I've read so far is really top quality. So there you go. I haven't actually done any of my writing yet, but I'm going to be playing Henry Winter when I do. At first, I was kind of worried about applying to be Henry because he's my favourite character in the book, which always makes me worried to begin with. I also didn't want to venerate him as a character because I don't think that he is a particularly a good character. I mean, he's he's really well written. He's very complex character, but I didn't want to make him out to be something that he isn't meant to be in the book because he's in the book. The protagonists are also antagonists because they do the thing, if you will. I don't want to really spoil anything because I don't know, if people want to read it for fun, then they definitely should, and I don't want to spoil that for anybody. Um, but is such he is such a want to wants to be such a paradigm of classic Hellenic rationality that he forgets that sometimes letting emotions interfere with the way that you behave isn't always a bad thing. So he kind of forgets that he is a human being and not just a stoic column of rationality and you know unreadable emotion, which is why I think that he is able to act the way that he does. I'm trying not to give away too much. Maybe I should just make another video one day with that's spoiler free. That's not spoiler free. Sorry. Um, and in regards to what I'm most excited about writing, it's definitely going to be the weekends at Francis's house because it kind of allows me to explore the character of Henry more and also explore his less less of his rational side, his more kind of when he allows himself to be a little bit more human, which obviously happens, or I think it does. And then Mimi Mimi asked me to talk about Charles for a little bit, but she wanted me to talk in Spanish because I'm a Hispanic studies student and I'm living in Spain at the moment, so I think that would be quite apt, and I'll give it a go. But I don't know how many of my followers are Spanish or Spanish speaking, so I shall keep it short. Mi cosa favorita de Charles o Carlos, que podemos decir, es que es, un, es una persona súper dedicada a su hermana. Su hermana es la cosa más importante en toda su vida y sin su hermana no es la misma persona. Y creo que esta dedicación es su cosa más favorable, pero también su cosa más, más peor, más mal, porque no puede permitir que su hermana está enamorado de otra persona o que está casado con otra persona o algo así. Y sí, that's what I'll say. His dedication to Camilla is his downfall, but also his best quality, I think. Um, and finally, I was asked to talk about my ideal dinner party, which I think is, which would be quite interesting. First off, I said that I would have Frida Kahlo because she's my favourite artist, and I think that it would be really interesting to talk to her, especially not just about art, but also about politics and her life and things like that. I said Hayao Miyazaki because I think, I'm sorry to anyone who speaks Japanese if my pronunciation is terrible, but he's the head of the Studio Ghibli films, and they're some of my favourite films. I just think they're so perfect and imaginative. I said Mark Forsyth, who I don't have the books with me, but he's written two of my favourite books in the whole world, the Etymologicon and the Horologicon. And if you're at all interested in etymology, word history, anything like that, you should go and check them out because they're really, really good, really well written, really interesting. And I think that if he was at a dinner party, he would have something interesting to say. And then finally, I said Paul Bettany because he's my favourite actor, and you have to have your favourite actor there, really. And he also has had a really interesting life in terms of his childhood and stuff like that. So I think he would be a really good person to have at a dinner party. I think he'd have some good stories to tell, and you've got to think about that. And now, when me and my friends play this game, you're allowed to have a performer as well. In which case, I would have David Gray. I know he's meant to be boring and calm, but it would be nice. And I think that his songs have some of my favourite, cleverest lyrics, and I just really like his stuff. So he would be a good performer, I think, and everyone would enjoy it. I think that's it pretty much. If you've got any questions or want me to make another video or anything like that, then just drop me an ask and I will oblige. Thank you.